What's the how much they usually charge?
Well, I haven't bought from True Custom, but I think he gives you a deal if you do multiple jerseys. Like if you buy like 3 or 4 from him, he'll give you a deal. The guy I've worked with, it just depends. It depends on what you're getting. Most of it across the board is about 150-ish something, 130, like the 130 to 150 range. It just depends on how much work has to go into each jersey. So, but just great stuff. I mean, the Isaiah Riders, I just got Timberwolves in from him. I got the Melo Syracuse. I got the LeBron James, throwback orange Cavs. I've had a bunch of stuff from him all in one rack, and he does great work. But it's one of those. He's more one of those. If you know, it's a small little private group.
Okay.
But True Custom is open to just about anyone. You just hit him up on IG and you let him know what you're looking for. And he's also, as I hear it, he's also like they get your like measurements. Your preferred size, and they can they can make them.
That's dope.
Yeah,
I would say. Yeah, because like the other interesting thing that kind of comes from this is because Champion, made jerseys after Champion USA. So in the European market, like it was still pretty prevalent. So I think they went to about 06 or 07. So there's a few that I've picked up over time, but there's still a few that I'm like looking out for because I still need a Charlotte Bobcats, even though that was the Reebok era in the States, but there was like 1 or 2 years where Champion Europe was still putting them out, and it's just like all I want. I don't care if it's a Mika Okafor. I don't care if it's Adam Morrison. I prefer Adam Morrison. I just want one, baby.
Hey, Leon, can you put the there's now actually I'll do it. Hold on. You're probably gonna have to pin it though.
There we go. The seat was a little low there.
You can put in the comments the link to the Discord.
Yeah.
I hate low seats.
Oh. All right,
What
Leon,
happened
there?
You sound in pain there, Kyle.
Nick's doing Nick's things.
Oh, you want to pin it, Leon, for me?
Fuckers.
Hey, everybody! Welcome to the stream. Obviously, we haven't started yet. We'll get started here in a few minutes. Neil's going through his closet, and God, I am fucking totally blanking right now.
Kyle apparently is getting kicked in the nuts financially right now.
Kyle is. We found out Kyle's got a gambling problem, and
My parlay.
Ben is pissing people off on eBay. So
always.
Yeah. So you've caught up.
Yeah. Listen, while we have some folks in here, if you haven't already explored this, we did. I don't know, Leon, if you pinned it. There's a new vanity URL, Leon. So
is it?
Yeah, I put it there for you, but it's okay. We can use this one for now. But if you haven't already joined the Discord, we're approaching 500 members over the last couple of days. So, and it's really turned out to be a really nice community that complements this YouTube channel. So head on over there if you haven't already. Click that invite. We'll let you in, and then enjoy the fun. There's a lot going on in there right now. Sports talk, hat talk, all kinds of talk.
Wrestling talk.
A little bit
Wrestling,
of
baby.
I just added a webhook that pulls in the Hat Club Twitter.
Ooh.
So when Ben goes ahead and posts on Twitter, it's going to show up in the Twitter section at the bottom of the Discord. And we got hat crawlers now. We pulled him in too with a webhook. So there's a hat crawler link there that you can click, and all of his updates will go to the Discord as well. So some good stuff going on over there. So if you haven't already done it, go ahead. The comment's pinned. Click it and head on in there and enjoy the community.
I'm just going to apologize in advance for like half the stupid shit that I say on Twitter that will pop up on that feed. So yeah.
Okay.
It happens. We all follow you
No.
anyway, so it's
No, I know.
You know what the goal is?
I mean,
The
you guys
the goal,
understand me though. You guys know where I come from for a lot of the shit that I say. So
yeah.
Yeah, well, I say a lot worse. I think, but I certainly we're trying to build something where it's a one-stop shop. Anything that's hat, sports, sneaker, and eventually sneaker related is all going to be in this one place. So
Nice.
it's going to be pretpretty cool.
Right.
Yeah, and pins too. The pin culture is pretty crazy too.
Oh yeah,
And,
that's crazy.
He's in here right now. iWiki. He's the one that's kind of behind the scenes helping me out a little bit with some of these things. And he's been working really hard to make this stuff happen. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna find a way to repay you in pins and hats. Most likely, we'll figure it out.
dude, I gotta say, just running through like all your like little topic ranges and stuff that you guys have here. I mean, the fact that you have everything broken down by specific store is incredibly impressive. So, and the fact that you guys have done it in such a short period of time, like, pat yourselves on the back. You guys have done an amazing job with
Pierre,
this.
Pat Pierre on the back. He's basically made that his full-time job for like the last 3 days, setting all that up. So,
God, dude, I don't know how the fuck you had the time to do it, especially because you have a real job.
I think it's part of his or organizing self. Like you, like it's got to be decluttered and organized and filed away properly. Which
but if you don't organize it from the foundation right, it's going to become a big mess.
oh, yeah. It's just like a garden, right? You got to maintain it, otherwise you're going to get fucking weeds all over the place.
But I'm telling you, this place is going to be awesome. So if you haven't joined yet, you all have to join because it's insane. It's a lot of great conversation. You're going to learn some things. We're going to learn some things. So, and that's, that's the beauty of it. But you guys ready to get started here?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. So listen, we're going to jump in here, right? Oh, look at Leon. He's got the mic. Thank God. If I hear one more person say they can't fucking hear you, man, I mean.
I know. Hold on. Let me get this thing recorded 1 sec. So welcome to the vault, guys. We are back with another episode of View Sports Talk. Today, we'll be breaking down the NFL divisional round of playoffs. We'll be reviewing our picks from last week. Jason, Leon, Pierre, Kyle, Neal, and Ben are in the house today. Pierre, take it away.
Just call me 5-1.
Mr.
If I had went with the crowd on the Cowboys, Niners, I picked the Cowboys in that game. I just thought I had to pick one upset.
Yeah.
Had I not, I've been 6-0. So you can call me 5-1 for the rest of the show there, Candy Apple. All right.
Calm down there, Ichiro.
Ichiro. I'm the last guy that's built like Ichiro.
He's saying because 51, 5-1.
Well, you said
I got it. I was about to call you John Kruk.
That's a numerical joke right there.
Randy Johnson.
Well, all right. So let's get ready to go here, guys. So we're gonna jump into. We're going to go through where we fell in each game. We're going to just have a brief conversation around each game, then do our picks with some explanation around why we're picking the games that way. So why don't we jump right into it? Leon W. Chen with his candied apple microphone. He put this together today, so it's going to have a different feel to it. You can already feel.
It's going to be a little more raw than what we're used to seeing in these keynotes.
Nah, it's still a good job, man. It's
still a great job.
I'm not really sure what the hell Kyle's looking at, but I got to ask. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to ask.
Kyle's pondering his next Chinese Basketball Association.
There we go.
I'm wondering.
I've got a fantastic artist friend that can help me out here, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to tap John Jay on the shoulder. John Ramirez on the shoulder of Ink Park. And I'm going to ask him to create, heads for these three guys, because we're going to need these more often, more visuals, more of this kind of stuff. So, all right, let's start here. So we had two clowns pick the Raiders in this game, and we had four geniuses pick the Bengals. So
what is that all about? The Raiders should have had that game.
They should have.
Between the terrible refereeing.
Oh God.
And shooting themselves in the foot.
I saw a lot of pick at the end. Big pick at the end.
What?
I saw a big pick at the end.
And Derek Carr being Derek Carr.
Yeah.
Besides all of that, they should have won that game.
When you take out all the factors that made them lose, they would have won.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
If only they
sense.
scored more points, they would have won.
I mean,
Do
you
we
guys
have the
understand
part?
football.
Do we have a slide here that represents which quarterback we have the most faith in?
No.
No.
All right, so
I can go, I have it written down though.
I'm pretty
For
sure
the-
I picked Joe Burrow.
Did you?
All right, that's
Let
fair.
me see
That's a
here.
good
Let me see
pick,
here.
Pierre.
Yeah, and it looked like he cleaned house.
Joe
I
Burrow.
mean,
Good job when he wasn't
Burrow had a
cheating.
great game, but I go back to not so much the refereeing and even the pick at the end of the game, as heartbreaking as it was. The one play I go back to on the Raiders was the goddamn special teams dude grabbing the ball and then jumping out of bounds on the kickoff. It's like, how do you not teach this day in and day out? It's a simple rule that, I haven't played football since high school, and even I know that rule. And it's like, that was the big difference for me.
Yeah.
F.
It was
Any
a
other
good game,
thoughts
though.
on this? Any other thoughts on this game?
Just happy for the
I'm actually happy the Bengals won. This is one of those few matchups that happen over the weekend where it's like, I'm happy with whichever team goes on. Like the Bengals finally breaking their playoff curse was great. I've never had any negative thought toward the Bengals ever. Obviously with the Raiders would have been good for Jason, for Quentin Jefferson, who I've become, stronger friends with over the year.
Mhm.
And he had a fucking great game on Tipwich too. So it's just like, onward and upward.
Actually, a great thing happened to the Raiders just yesterday.
Mayock is gone.
They got rid of Mayock, so I'm pretty pumped about that. The decision to hire him was probably the worst decision in the history of football.
Oh, it's up there.
Bengal fans were finally able to spread their excitement via text.
Yeah, first time in a long time.
Matt T from corporate. He went on an Instagram barrage talking about this matchup, and obviously he's a Cincinnati guy, so he was excited. But the Bengals move on. I don't know what else to say. I mean, they won. Any other thoughts?
Fight another day. They live to fight another day. Yeah, happy for the people of Cincinnati. They got that monkey off their back. Joe Burrow was one of the only quarterbacks in a long time for their first playoff start to do well. We'll talk about the other one after. So,
all right. Well, let's move on to the next game. It looks like we had this right.
Oh yeah, that was clean sweep.
We were all feeling this one.
Steelers started strong. They started strong, right?
For a minute there, you thought maybe they could do something.
For a minute, I thought they would at least cover the spread, but
Then the minute ended.
that got out of hand. That got out of hand real quick.
There goes Kyle and his degeneratism showing up again.
You're the one talking about point spreads and shit all the time.
Well, we haven't gotten to the picks yet. So.
Oh yeah.
You're like the enabler.
I am.
No, I think I'm in one of these chats with Jason. I think I nailed it. Jason's the nicest jerk you're ever going to meet.
That's pretty spot on.
It's almost like it's as accurate an assessment I've ever had of another human being.
Pretty good.
And everyone in that chat loved it. They thought they were like, yeah, you know what? This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is Ben Roethlisberger done or not?
Yeah,
should be
Sure the fuck hope so.
This should be it, right?
Please,
Well, I mean,
God.
he should be in jail, but
Yeah.
hopefully.
The problem with
he
the Steelers
finally
is
retires.
they don't have a plan of succession though, right? They don't got.
That's
they don't
okay.
have to-
They can.
They got a
No.
pretty good draft slot this year.
Okay.
As far as like the quarterbacks are concerned.
Yeah.
And they should be able to get that guy from Pitt, actually.
Kenny
Unless he
Pickett.
goes to the Panthers.
Yeah.
Local legend, baby.
Right.
Yeah, this wasn't one of the matchups that we thought was going to be a close one, honestly, and it really wasn't. I mean, this was a terrible game.
Yeah.
And Kansas City moves on. Let's move on to the next matchup, guys.
Okay. Sorry, the controls are a little messed up this week. So
Mm-mm.
We were split on this one.
Yeah, this.
No, I was pretty certain.
It was not close.
Yeah,
I
I
felt
was
pretty
over that.
dead certain on this one.
This should have been the best game of the weekend, and it turned out to probably be one of the worst games. So
the Bills, oh boy.
Yeah, I meant split as in the panelists 50-50.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
Nah, man. Listen, the Patriots are a few years off from being in the conversation for the Super Bowl and whatnot. You saw the flaws. I mean, listen, there was a great interception that early in the game that I thought kind of changed the whole tide nice and early because the Patriots were driving. That was a great pass from Mac Jones. I forgot who intercepted the ball. It was a crazy interception, man.
Like you said, it was. I mean, if he doesn't catch that interception, it's a touchdown because he beat the DB. So
big time.
That was just an amazing play.
That was a perfectly thrown ball by Mac Jones. That interception's on Mac Jones. That's on the fact that guy just made an outstanding defensive play. But that changed it. That changed the game, the tide of the game, nice and early, and it really, I think, it took the wind out of the Patriots' sails, and then it was all over after that.
The Bills were like the first team in playoff history to have a perfect game.
Yeah,
no, they didn't.
No kicks, no punts, no. What was the other? Scoring on every possession. And the only negative plays they had all day were the kneel downs at the end.
Yep.
And they missed the extra point. Otherwise, it would have been a real perfect game for them.
Listen. I wasn't. You were playing with house money. The Patriots. They were playing this was to go as far as they did with a rookie quarterback and I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I was disappointed in the fact that they didn't show up better, but I felt this would be a loss, and my pick demonstrated that. Any other thoughts on this game, guys?
The thing I was going to throw in is, to go with what Jason was saying as far as, the perfect game essentially for the playoffs. I mean, this is one of the few times where I would say, whether you question the competency of the Bills head coach, whose name escapes me at the moment, there are times where you get a rematch, later in the season. Obviously, the Pats and Bills play each other twice because they're in the same conference, they're in the same division. But, to go for a third time and to not only learn from all your mistakes, but just like really double down aggressively on every play that you call. This is like one of those few times where it's just like, damn, all right, I'm never going to question this guy's judgment ever again on a play.
This was a bloodbath, man.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations to the people of Buffalo. You've won your Super Bowl. Let's move on to the next game.
McDermott was the coach. Thank you, Donovan.
Yeah. Who's the one who said that the Bills are the Patriots bitch? Was that you, Neil?
Mm-hmm.
Who said
that might have been me.
Yeah, because someone wrote in the comments that comment didn't age well. So I was like,
it did.
I know I didn't say it.
Actually, I felt kind of bad afterwards because I picked Buffalo to win the Super Bowl before the season. Here I am picking against them in the first playoff game.
Wow!
I don't know what I was thinking there. I wish I had a mulligan on that one moment.
Hey, Neil, I gotta be frank with you. Looking at this slide right here, you look lonelier than you do on a normal Saturday night.
Well, I went on a limb with this one, and the limb broke, and
you're on the homer pick.
Yeah, and you hit every fucking other branch on the way down.
Yeah,
and
Charlie Brown with the football.
You're lucky you're wearing a mask in this pick. I would be hiding my face if I made this pick too.
If wishful thinking was a pick,
I just wish that I wish that for one game the Eagles could have gone with a pinch quarterback and brought in the Brady Buster, Nick Foles, to play this game. Maybe it would have gone.
Listen, man.
Stop it. Just
Neil, there's absolutely Neil, and this is the quarterback you selected from the NFC as the one you trusted the most.
Mm-hmm.
We all make mistakes, Pierre.
He's named he was named the starter for the 2022 season already today. So
damn.
I don't know. Well, they say things. Maybe Russell.
And meanwhile, Tom Brady's been announced as the starter for the 2024 season already.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Frankly, the Eagles shouldn't have even been in the playoffs. So I don't know why we spent this much time talking about this game.
Yeah.
All right, we spent more
time
time talking about this game than the Eagles did with the ball in the game. So
wow.
I'll be there next season. I'm ready to go again.
Jason's saying our time of possession on this little slide here was greater than that of the Eagles.
Right.
All right. You all have your fun now.
No, we're going to continue to have some fun here when we see your record. But
Tom Brady screwed me out of my parlay in this game. I had a four bet parlay, and Tom Brady's 2 touchdown performance screwed me out of that. So thanks a lot, Tom Brady.
Yeah, 2.5 over. You said bet the over. You owe some.
I said go way over, and he should.
Listen, how frustrating can it be? Must it be for people that have hated on Tom Brady all these years to watch this fucker just now the stats are just piling up like he's Pete Rose.
Oh yeah, because he's basically doing a shovel pass to Gronkowski every possession.
He's definitely the GOAT, no doubt about that.
Well, listen. Go ahead.
As the Buccaneers fan of the group, I am very happy. I'm a little concerned for next week, but the one thing I will interject is Keyshawn Vaughn and Giovanni Bernard, decent games. I mean, about 50 yards each, but they both scored a touchdown. So it wasn't an all, air attack assault, which makes me happy. The defense stepped up, which was, it comes and goes. But I always feel like in the playoffs, the Buccaneer defense usually does step up. So great game all around. Sorry, Neil, that, Brady Company had to transfer boys.
Yeah,
they deserved it.
Well, listen, this slide is awfully depressing, especially seeing Neil over there all by his lonesome.
Well, we made it a day longer than
I'm moving on. Screw this.
I mean, the fourth quarter was good for you guys.
And there I am, all by my lonesome here. So,
boom.
It wasn't that far out of reach for the Cowboys, man. They had a
chance. Ran the clock out. That was
they lost that game themselves with all the penalties.
That was priceless.
And at the end of the game, everybody knows he has to spot the ball. The center can't just take it and put it back down on the field of play. The umpire has to take it, put it down.
Yeah.
The play, I was fine with the play as far as him running because the 49ers were covering the sidelines, so there was no possible way. But he should have had at least a better time clock. Instead of getting those extra 5 yards to the 25, he should have gotten down at the 30, and maybe you would have had about another 2 seconds to go. But the fact that they were trying to almost blame the refs after the game.
Yeah.
Those 14 penalties, there was a couple of plays DeMarcus Lawrence tackled a guy that he shouldn't even tackle. It was, they kind of lost this game themselves.
13 penalties, 7 of them were pre-snap penalties.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's the story right there, all those penalties.
Yeah.
Everyone remembers the last play because it was the last play. But Dak made the mistake also. He's got to hand the ball to the ref.
Exactly.
He made the mistake of running a little too far. But then even if you do that, hand the ball to the ref, everyone gets back, and he may have been able to spike it with a second.
Quarterbacks aren't used to ending plays, right?
Yeah.
Unless they're sacked. So, that's a mistake, but it's the most, it's pretty much the greatest way the Cowboys could have lost. I'm so happy they lost on their own fuck up, and then they can blame the referee.
Listen, man, they have another Tony Romo on their hands here, man.
Yeah.
And that's the reality. Listen, I want to give Tony Romo credit because I think he's in that booth. There's no one like him. I think he's the best right now. I just love listening to him because he's almost prophetic in his play call, in his calling of the game. But this dude, he shit the bed at the end of the game. And it's I thought that they were going to pull this one out, man. I really did. I was hoping so.
Who also shit the bed?
Mike McCarthy.
Is Kellen Moore.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I think he might have cost himself a head coaching position with that final play call.
Yeah.
That was
that was not a good play call. So there was a rumor too that he made that call in order to get McCarthy fired, which I'm still surprised McCarthy has a job today. But in order to get promoted, because they're probably going to lose both those guys.
Yeah, well, why McCarthy's going to keep that job, because Jerry Jones, he's the real controller of that team. He wants the coach that's going to bow down to him, that's going to listen to him. He doesn't want anybody that's going to kind of go against what he wants to do. So that's probably why
he keep the job. It's okay.
No, it's like the Oakland A's. No matter who they have as their manager, all the shots and play calls and lineup changes are all being called from the front office, and it's just we just need a guy in place who will execute based on our wishes. So I agree with that.
And seeing how that game ended certainly brighten my evening after that crazy that fest before that.
Listen, I want to be clear too. I don't like the Cowboys. I just want to be clear.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I was just picking the game on the game itself. It does not indicate me like I hate the Cowboys.
I mean, they're home field advantage.
Yep.
They were rolling at the end of the season. But
Jerry,
I thought for some reason we were gonna pull out, man. I don't really have much logic to it, to be honest with you.
Cowboys are built to be, they'll get through the regular season just fine, but they are not built for the longevity of the postseason. And I wrote about this a long time ago. I've talked about it on Twitter as far as my old paper I wrote when I was in college. And it's just like Jerry Jones, from an economic perspective, like I feel like is doing on purpose, because there is more money to be made in a team that consistently does well, but doesn't win a championship, because once you get to that championship status, people become very fickle as far as like the product they're buying. Whereas every season, if you're just getting to, the postseason, oh man, we'll get them next year. And you build that mentality and that hype on a year basis, you're going to keep selling more product and getting more people in the seats, because they'll think it's our year this year.
Yeah.
Jimmy Johnson.
Listen, I'm getting a little depressed by seeing this slide now because I'm all alone. So why don't we move on here? All right, we have another split. So Leon Athlon Sports Chen selected the Arizona Cardinals to win the Super Bowl at the beginning of the season.
Not the whole way, but all right.
He picked them to win the Super Bowl, and now he watched.
He's backtracking already. Yeah,
he's already bullshitting around. Listen, you're right. You didn't say it. You didn't say it. You read it. You read it. You're right. So
conference final. Play back the tape.
So Kyle's so disappointed he's looking away, and Neil, I don't know if you've gotten one game right yet, but there you are. And then Ben, myself, and Jason got this game right. I was challenged on this. I said, hey, I think LA is going to pull this out. And then I said, because I think the Arizona's on a downturn.
Oh, wait, there's a mistake. Sorry. Ben and Neil are supposed to be swapped. Ben took the Cardinals.
I'm pretty sure I picked the Cardinals.
Yeah, sorry. That's my mistake.
No, you're good.
What the hell, Leon?
I told you, his attention to detail.
Jesus Christ.
Attention to detail is
I was
lacking.
wondering what's going on. I got to win.
I don't want to be on the same side as Neil.
It's the Red Hats versus the Blue
You're on
Hats.
the right side now, Pierre.
The Red Hats beat the Blue Hats.
But I was challenged a bit because there was, the Rams are on a downturn too, but the Rams made pretty short work of the Cardinals. Any thoughts on this game, guys?
Kyler Murray had a pathetic performance.
Go back to Oakland.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You got to move the baseball or something. That was pathetic.
I really needed Hopkins.
I think he called the Athletics at halftime, asking if there was an opening.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bad. I had to turn it off.
I think the best part of that game was watching the Manning broadcast and The Rock, who apparently is a Cardinals fan, which I had no idea, taking a pull off of his tequila bottle after Kyler Murray made that ludicrous pick six. That was the best part of the game.
So
you got to be honest here. Like, I saved our lives that day by not making us do that watch party.
That
wouldn't have been fun.
That would have been brutal.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm happy for Stafford to finally get that monkey off his back.
And
there
just
were
kind of
a few,
stick it to the
Demons
Lions fans.
Last weekend, huh? There was a few Demons exercised last weekend. The Bengals and Stafford.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Stafford looked good, right?
Yeah.
I think
he managed the game well. His stats weren't very impressive, but I mean, he was 13-17. He did what he needed to do to win.
Yeah.
Hell, even OBJ is for his one passing attempt that he made for the longest play of the game was impressive.
He had more yards than Kyler for a while.
We know he wasn't the problem in Cleveland.
No.
Yeah.
Well, he's happy. He's getting the ball, so he's not going to be.
I mean, the Rams need to do this, right? They've traded all their picks.
Throwing it.
Correct.
Oh yeah.
But the Rams have like no picks left.
Yeah, the Rams went all in on this.
So they need to do it. So
yeah.
Boo.
All right. So here we are. We have the standings here.
I have to question if these are accurate given the slides, but if they are,
No, these are accurate, right? I mean,
These should be
I
accurate.
went for it too.
the one game I got wrong was the Dallas
Yeah.
San Fran game.
I know I started 1 and 2. I must have made an epic comeback throughout Sunday and Monday. So
Yeah.
You did well in the later innings there, Jason.
Yep.
No, I say I started with a loss and I ended with a loss, but the good thing about a sandwich is the best part is in the middle.
Yeah, it's true.
So let's do this before we don't flip the slide yet. Let's just take a brief moment here to find out where we are. We got about 40 people watching right now. We've got 15 likes. Let's hit that like button, everybody. It obviously helps the channel and gets us higher up in the algorithm and allows more people to see our content. So let's hit that like button and let's comment here. Who do you think is going to end with the best record out of the 6 of us? I want to hear from everybody out there. Who do you think is going to end with the best record out of the 6 of us? And also, I do want to take a minute to plug the Discord. You'll see it pinned as the first comment here. If you're not already engaged with our Discord channel, please do that. You're going to have a good time in there, man. I'm telling you, a lot of talk, a lot of sports talk, a lot of hat talk, and there's more to come.
Neil's going to start up a antique furniture thread. He volunteered to moderate that. That'll be fun.
Oh, shit, that sounds great. And Leon collects fingernails, so there's going to be that too. So let's.
He's already rocking the Barbie channel. He's found a couple of gems in there already. So.
Oh god!
All right, so let's move on to the next slate of games.
All right, let me see if I can figure this out. Oh,
yeah. So this overview is the overview.
So this is bracket. Yeah. All right, cool.
All right, so listen. Oh, okay. All right, so we're going this way. We're not going to have a pretty little bracket up there. We're going to go this way with this.
Nice.
All right, so let's go back for a second. Let me outline it for our viewers, just in case. Right? So we've got in the AFC, we got the Titans going up against the Bengals. We've got the Chiefs and Bills, which is going to be an epic battle. I think we all would agree. And in the NFC, you've got the Packers and Niners and the Bucks and Rams. I mean, this is going to be pretty incredible. So let's move to the actual matchup by matchup.
All right. I think this is going to be the game of the weekend.
I was just going to ask, do you think this is going to be the game of the week? It's probably the best game of the week, right?
Yeah.
That's why it's the last one, too.
Sunday night, right?
Yep.
Sunday late afternoon.
Late afternoon. Yeah.
This is like the AFC title game before the AFC title game.
Yeah, right?
Let's see. Let's check some numbers here. We got the Chiefs as a 2.5 point favorite, over under of 54.
All right.
But Buffalo hasn't lost since week 15, and the Chiefs are 10-1 since week 8.
Dang.
Yeah.
Both teams are red hot right now.
So I know they played earlier this year. The Bills won 34-20.
Yeah.
But that was during week 4 or 5. And during that stretch, the Kansas City Chiefs gave up 32 points a game, which was worse in the NFL, the worst in the NFL. Since that time, they've given up 16 points a game, which is actually the best in the NFL.
Wow.
So that's quite a turnaround midseason for their defense. But so this will be a different game than that one, I think.
So
It's a tough game to call.
Right?
This is a pick 'em, right?
It's 2.5 Chiefs.
Yeah.
So I'll start it off if you guys don't mind. I'll give my quick take.
Do it.
I'm gonna go with Buffalo. I think the way Buffalo was able to somewhat manhandle the Patriots in the fashion that they did. Obviously the Patriots aren't as good as the Chiefs, but I think as far as the way they were able to just dominate them, Josh Allen had an incredible game. Obviously they're playing in Kansas City, so they got the home field advantage at Arrowhead. But I think as a whole complete team, I think the Bills have the much better team. Quarterback, I guess it's a pick 'em. You could say Mahomes is better. Some people say Allen is better. They're both great. But I'm going to go with the Bills in this one.
Interesting. I think the Chiefs are going to take away the little running game that the Bills actually have, and they're going to force Josh Allen to prove that he can beat them. and that's going to prove deadly for the Bills. Chiefs are going to cover, and they are probably they're going to push that over the top because they're going to score 40-some points. So
wow,
I'm taking.
You think they're going to score 40 points on that Bills defense?
You betcha, baby.
Hell no. I'll go next. I've got the Bills. There's no chance that Kansas City scores 40 points on the Bills. There's no chance.
Yep.
Zero.
Statistically, they got the best defense, right? Fewest points allowed and fewest yards.
They play in the NFC East.
AFC East, but yes, I do see what you're saying there, but I do not see the Kansas City Chiefs scoring 40 plus points on this Bills team.
Okay, you're right. You're right. Once they get up by like 35, they might shut it down.
Holy shit, man! You are talking some shit. Man. I've got the Bills. Put me on the Bills side. The Bills just almost to spite Jason.
That's what I was hoping you'd pick.
No, listen, no. I really believe the Bills. I'm ready to say they're going to the Super Bowl, man. I really am.
There you go.
I'm ready to say it.
We'll see if they make it there next year.
They're not going to beat the NFC team. I'm going to say that right now too.
Yeah.
But I got them going to the Super Bowl now. Listen, they're gonna beat the Chiefs, man, and it's going to be a close game, but they're going to beat them.
I agree with Pierre. It's going to be a closer game. So I think the 2.5 point spread is probably very fitting. I'm going to agree with Pierre in regard to, I think the Bills are going to take it. Going back to, their win earlier in the season against the Chiefs, but more importantly, just the way that, as I said earlier, the coaching staff of the Bills, learning about themselves, learning to make the right plays. Going back to the game against the Chiefs last season, it's like, okay, what worked well for us? What didn't? I think the Bills are going to come with an excellent execution plan, and I would say, I'm gonna go Bills by 2.
Nice.
That's about where I'm at. I think a field goal.
Field goal to probably win it.
Yeah, I think there's going to be like a weird missed 2-point opportunity that's going to come up at some point. Bills will win because of a field goal, and that's going to push them at the 2-point win.
If you remember back when we were predicting some games, right? When the Bills were going to play the Chiefs last, if you remember.
Yep.
Yeah.
And at that moment, the Chiefs had this a pretty weak offense at the time, right? And the Bills had a great defense, and they did. 20 points. That's who cares? Now Jason, I'm just shocked that you're saying they're going to score twice as many points this time around than they did the first time around.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a field goal. I think it's a field goal. I'm with you, Ben. I think it's going to be like 2-3 points, something like that. And they're going to come out of this, man. They're going to come out of this. And this is the AFC Championship game. I don't want to just look past it. To me, it is. Even if the Titans win that other matchup, this is the big one here.
Yeah, these are the two superior teams.
Absolutely.
All right. Smart money looks like it's on the Bills, so I'm going to make a dumb choice. I'm going to go with Jason and the Chiefs. They've been here.
Hey, Leon, I sent you a card. It says "fuck you" in it. So,
Chiefs have been here longer. They got the experience. All signs point to Buffalo, but I took the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl in the beginning of the year, so I have to stand by that choice.
I'm going to enjoy watching this game. All right, who you got, Neil?
Well,
this is the game we should be watching together live.
I agree.
Yeah, we should.
Okay.
This is the one that we should be watching. What time is this on?
5:30 Eastern on Sunday.
Okay. On Sunday?
Yeah.
Mark it down.
I can do it. I'll figure it out.
Watching football.
I'll figure it out. Let's do it, man.
Let's do it. Last season, these two teams met in Arrowhead for all the marbles in the AFC.
Here we go. Another fucking NFL history lesson here from Neil.
Come on, Neil. Come on over.
Poor Neil.
Buffalo, I do apologize for not picking you last week. I don't know really why I didn't, but this week
they don't care.
I'm not making
that same
mistake.
Oh,
my preseason prediction was the Bills to win it all, and no one circles the wagons like the Buffalo Bills. I'm going with the Bills, baby. Put me over there.
Please do not quote Chris Berman. He is the worst.
When I think of the Bills, I think of that comment.
Brian Greasy might actually be worse.
Nah, Chris Berman. I met him once at a McDonald's in Bristol, Connecticut, and I thought he was a jerk, man.
I've heard bad things. Yeah.
I won't squirm if I'm wrong, Donovan. I'll just make up excuses.
Yeah.
Don't just make something up. Like, I don't know. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That was a bot.
Leon, can you cut the clip though of him saying that they were going to score 40 points on the Buffalo defense? Can you cut that clip so we can?
I will go ahead and put it on here.
I like but listen, Jason, what I want like the clip of it though. So
when I'm right, you can say, look how
fortuitous.
Fortuitous.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. All right,
cool.
Look at Neil, man. He looks like a serial killer with that picture. Can we change that picture next time around? It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, we'll get it. We'll get it changed.
Yeah.
All right.
Neil doesn't post a lot of selfies.
This is a tough game to pick, too. This is a tough game to pick.
Why you even bother picking this game? This game is a complete waste of everybody's time.
Wow.
The other game is all that matters. Whoever wins the game is going to get fucking trounced in the next round. In fact, they might not even show up. If I were them, I would.
Jason, yes. If I may. You're carrying a lot of that aggressive behavior from yesterday into today, and I don't know,
we haven't seen Don show up yet.
I need you to take a minute and go after the show, take a crying game shower and wash off all this anger and all this hate.
This is so pointless. Give me the Bengals. I don't care the score. It doesn't matter.
I need that parlay, goddammit.
Oh, you want the parlay? All right, we've got the Bengals or the Titans favored by 3.5, over under at 47.
Wow.
Give me the Bengals to cover, and let's throw a prop bet in there. Joe Burrow over 1.5 touchdowns.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, Pierre, what's that place you said I get my info from? Athlon?
Athlon Sports Annuals.
All right, so Athlon Sports, whatever the heck, tells me that in the last 4 years, Tennessee has gone 4-0 after a bye. Average win margin 20.5. Derrick Henry is back, baby. Give me the Titans.
Good for them. They get third place in the AFC.
No, actually, I was going to ask the question in regard to whether or not Derrick Henry is for sure back. So it's going to make this matchup a little bit more interesting, but having seen the Titans kind of play off and on throughout the season, and and especially when a point spread is involved, it's just like I pick them a lot more often during the season for my pick'ems, and they just completely crumbled on me. So I'm feeling Joe Burrow. I'm also feeling Joe Mixon because he actually did pretty well in the running game. So even though I know Derrick Henry is going to run dudes over, between Joe Burrow and Ryan Tannehill, who do I have more faith in? Definitely Joe Burrow. So I'm going to add an additional touchdown to Jason's prop bet, and I'm going to say 2.5 touchdowns.
Ooh.
Boom. Write it down.
So even with the addition of Derrick
Henry, bookie.
Even with Derrick Henry coming back, I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't trust Ryan Tannehill. I don't think he's going to come up big in this game. I think the way the Bengals are playing as of late over the past couple of weeks in the season, and how they obviously won last week. The weapons they have on offense with Jamar Chase, Mixon, obviously Burrow. How could you go against the Bengals? So I'm going to take the Bengals in this one to cover.
Icky shuffle, baby. Icky shuffle. Cover.
Pierre, Neil
already went.
No, don't go, Neil.
Well, wow. This is probably going to be a pretty good game. I'm going to go with the Titans to win on another Music City Miracle special team score.
Wow.
Very specific.
Of all the predictions that we've made so far in these 2 weeks, that might be the stupidest one. And I mean the Chiefs winning by 40 in the previous game, or scoring 40 in the previous game.
This is a tough one. I think this game is going to be ultra close.
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell, I didn't really define my pick prior to the show, so I'm
going with your gut. Go with
this is a close one, man. I mean, I'm going Bengals. I think the Titans are one of the weakest one seeds I've ever seen, but I think like
yes,
they could still win this game, but I feel really good about what we saw from the Bengals. I think the quarterback play is on the side of the Bengals. I think. Listen, but I do think if the Titans were to get an early lead, man, they have the rushing attack to keep them off the field.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, if the key is going to be, do the Bengals play turnover free football? Because if they do, they're definitely going to win this game. If they turn the ball over early and give the Titans a chance to get up like 1 or 2 touchdowns, the game is going to be over.
They're going to run that
That's
route.
fair.
Nah, fuck it. I'm going Titans. I think
switch the Music City Miracle.
I've convinced myself. I think. Listen, there's something about that rushing attack that I think is going to play a big part in this game. And I like Joe Burrow, man. I picked him as the quarterback I'm most comfortable with in the AFC. But I'm going to go with the Titans.
Finally, we can move off of this terrible game.
That's a hell of a mid rant transition you went through, Pierre. I am impressed.
Yeah.
Listen, that's how I tend to make some decisions. Listen, I just have a feeling they're gonna make a couple early mistakes, man, and then the Titans are gonna fucking salt the game away, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. This is an interesting game.
This one's a hard one too. This is
an easy one to pick. This is an easy one.
This game's at SoFi, right?
No,
it's at Tampa.
Oh shit! All right. I'll lead this one just because obviously my team is involved. So, having watched the LA Rams just absolutely eviscerate the Tampa Bay Buccaneers earlier in the season, and I was at an Oakland A's game while it was going on. I think for all the good that Tom Brady has done, the Buccaneers patching themselves together, and especially with the loss of Leonard Fournette right now, even though I thought he was supposed to be back, but apparently not. I gotta say, I'm sticking with everything I've seen with the Rams that we saw on Monday, with the game that went on earlier in the season. As a Buccaneers fan, it pains me to say that I'm actually picking the Rams in this game.
Whoa. Did not see that one coming.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of people did, but I'll be happy if I'm wrong. I'll put it that way.
I see what you're doing there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a tough game. Obviously, Tom Brady, as much as I can't stand him, best quarterback ever to play the game. But this Buccaneer team is not as good as they were last year.
True.
The loss of Godwin, Antonio Brown, as much shit as you got to deal with for him, he's still productive receiver when he's on the field.
Yep.
Tristan Wirfs, their right tackle, who started for pretty much his whole career.
Yep.
For 2 years straight, he's more than likely going to miss the game. And even if he doesn't, he seems like he has a high ankle sprain
on that right tackle. That's going to be tough.
As a right tackle. Their starting center also got hurt.
Yep.
Their defense is not as good as it was last year.
Nope.
All the things you're saying mean nothing.
No, it means a lot because as good as Brady is, he needs those weapons.
No, he doesn't.
Offense, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Because we've seen it his last year in New England when he didn't have those weapons and he went to shit. So
he still has more weapons here than he did in New England that year.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about from last year's team. This team is not as good as last year's
team. They don't have to be because
to beat this team, that pressure they're gonna put, whether it's on even if Wirfs is starting at right tackle, he's gonna have
you know what Tom Brady's like against the blitz?
I understand he gets the ball out quick.
There's two games that I've seen
quickest in the NFL this season.
Absolutely.
Listen, Tom Brady is a blitz destroyer. The only time that I've seen kryptonite in his ability to beat the blitz was against the Giants those 2 years because they had the personnel and they had an airtight game plan to shut him down. Tom Brady is made for the blitz.
Well, that's the thing. The Rams aren't going to have to. Anyway, I'm picking the Rams, but the Rams aren't going to have to blitz with Floyd, with Von Miller, with Aaron Donald. Those three guys alone could attack, especially if those two guys on their line aren't going to be. They're going to have a hard time dealing with those guys.
Yeah, if Wirfs isn't playing, I would line up Donald.
Yeah, that's
right over right side.
Yeah, exactly. You can just. So I think, Pierre, you're right. I agree. He's a blitz killer, but they don't have to blitz to get to him, especially with those guys out of this game if they end up missing the game. So I think the Rams, with the addition of Odell, Von Miller, Stafford, obviously he proved it last week or earlier this week. I think he proves it again. Like I said, none against Tom Brady. I just think the overall better team is the Rams, and I think they'll win.
All right, I'll go next.
Let's hear it. I'm excited for this.
Tampa Bay is gonna get out to a big early lead, and then the second half of the game is gonna be just about ball control, and it's gonna be a boring ass second half. The first half they're gonna put their foot on the necks of the Rams, and the second half is gonna be dull and fucking boring as we watch Tom Brady orchestrate long ass fucking painful drive to watch while Matthew Stafford is sitting on the fucking bench watching. That's what I think is going to happen.
I mean, I'd be okay with that.
Yeah. I think I like what you guys said. All signs point to the Rams. They got the playmakers on offense. They got the playmakers on defense. But I've seen Tom Brady do more with less. Rule of thumb is never bet against Tom Brady in the playoffs. So I'm with Pierre on this one. Give me the Bucks.
I've been watching this guy play for 2 fucking decades, and he's gotten better. He's gotten better. It's insane. It's almost suicide betting against the guy. But I do listen. I don't want to discount what you said, Kyle. A lot. I was saying I'm not saying it doesn't mean anything because there wasn't thought, but put behind those things. I've heard this for so many years, man. Like this shit, like, you know, why are you making Kyle all little like that?
Because you belittled his pick. So that's
no. Kyle's a good friend of mine. Kyle's a good friend of mine.
No, I know.
It's not about his breakdown. It's more about like I just don't think that shit matters when you're dealing with Tom. I don't. This guy is so used to playing with nothing. He's so used to it. I bet you this game is going to be full of short fucking passes, just short little fucking rinky dink passes all left and right, and just it's going to be very hard to defend him, man. I think that's what the game plan is going to be.
All right,
Neil.
Well, boy, the one reason that I'm leaning Rams here is because of those injuries on the offensive line. You know, last week, even though the game was well over. But the Eagles were able to get some pressure on Tom and bring him down a few times. I think they got like
the Eagles again. Here we go.
Well, I say that to say this: the Eagles have nowhere near the defensive prowess that the Rams do, and
or the offensive either.
With those injuries on the offensive line, I know Brady's done it forever, and you know he's a cyborg. But I'm leaning Rams here, and I'm gonna go Rams. I'm going with my first choice here. I'm gonna go Rams. Would it shock me if Brady wins? No, because he wins a lot. But I just think there's something about this Rams team that they feel like they have to do it, and they're in pretty good rhythm right now. And I kind of like them in this game, just by a bit. But I'm gonna go Rams, and we're gonna see what happens on the weekend.
All right.
Nice. All right.
So where you at, Jay?
Where am I at? We got the Rams or the Bucks are favored by 3, over under 48.5. I think this is actually going to be an uglier than expected game. Take the under. I don't think we'll get to 50. But this picture right here tells the tale. I mean, Matthew Stafford is going to do Matthew Stafford things in this game. And it's going to be Brady Prop bet for you guys. Longest pass for Brady is 38.5. Take the under on that because it will be a dink and dunk game for Brady. He'll have to get it out quick. So he'll be throwing a lot to those backs, to tight ends, to Brate and Gronk and Evans doing slants. They're just going to chew up the clock that way. So I will take Brady in the Bucks. A close one. Ugly one.
All right.
I think Stafford throws a couple of interceptions too.
Yeah, I was looking for a prop bet on interceptions. Take the over on Stafford, but there isn't an offer. So.
God. There's not many guys I hate more than the one on the left.
Yeah, we know. But this is supposed to be the biggest what's the word I'm looking for? Lopsided game of the week.
Yeah.
Packers are favored by 6.
Shocking.
Woo.
And I'm going Niners.
Niners. Okay.
Really?
I'm going Niners.
Okay.
Okay.
Any additional thoughts there, or just going Niners?
My gut's telling me Niners. I think I just think their defense is going to step up. I don't think they're going to let Garoppolo do anything fucking stupid. I'm going Niners here. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to press too much. He's going to try to do too much, and uncharacteristically, I think he's going to throw an interception. And I think the Niners are pulling this game out.
Okay.
And this is bad because I picked Dallas to beat the Niners. But I think it comes crumbling down for Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay this week.
All right.
Well,
we don't fact check on the show, but I read a fact somewhere. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just gonna put it out there. I heard Jimmy G has never thrown a professional pass in a game that's under 40 degrees. It's getting cold as ass.
-3.
It's gonna be cold as ass over there. Packers are undefeated at home. Only team in football to be undefeated at home. Aaron Rodgers has never beat the Niners in the postseason. I think he gets the monkey off his back. He finally gets his revenge.
It's actually not supposed to, there could be a wind chill, I guess. Yeah, there will be a wind chill. So it will be.
I read it'll be 17 or something like that.
Damn.
Well, the high on Saturday is 22, but around kickoff, it's supposed to be about 10.
Okay. So Jimmy G can't handle the cold is what I heard. So give me the pack.
So
all right.
I'll listen. Aaron Rodgers is more than likely going to win his 4th MVP. Had an incredible season. The Niners, obviously, they're a good team. They had some injuries in the game against Dallas. Nick Bosa got hurt.
Yeah.
Their starting middle linebacker, Fred Warner, got hurt. I don't know if is it Joey or Nick? I don't even know which one it is. They're like the same person to me.
It's Nick.
It's Nick.
Joey's in San Diego.
Okay, so Nick, sorry. So
Joey's
I don't know if they
surfing right now.
play.
That's how I look at Jason and every other white guy I see in Starbucks.
I don't know how to feel about this thing. I don't know if I should take that as a compliment or just. But anyway,
I think obviously Green Bay's getting back some players. Jair Alexander's going to be back. Bakhtiari is back. With the running game they have, with Devontae Adams, probably the best receiver in football. That cold weather, Jimmy Garoppolo. I know I said I trusted him the most last week. I don't trust him more than Aaron Rodgers. So I'm going to go with the Packers.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers, baby. Let's go.
Leon's doing his trademark after he says something again. He's back into that thing. Has anyone else noticed that? Every time Leon makes a proclamation, this happens.
Smelling the victory.
You all have to pay attention. He'll say something. It's like just emphatic, and then we're getting the full effect now with the candied apple mic.
Mic'd up. I feel mic'd up right now.
I love it.
All right,
who's up?
I want to round this one out.
Okay,
right.
Neil, go ahead.
All right. Boy, I just think it's a lot of firepower. The Packers are so good at home. I think Packers. I'm going Packers here in the modern day ice bowl. That's going to be this weekend. I'll take the Pack.
All right. Yeah, this one isn't even close. Packers take the over. We got an over of 26.5 points for the Green Bay Packers. Take that. And parlay that with total points for the 49ers of under 20.5. Take that. So there's your three bet parlay. Packers win big.
Yeah.
All right, here's how I'm going to end this one. So I'm going with the Niners, and here's why.
Whoa.
Let's go back to
because you're a Bay boy.
The Super Bowl. What's that?
You're in the Bay. That's why,
dude. I'm also married.
Green Bay is a Bay.
He lives a lot closer to Santa Clara than he does Green Bay.
That is valid. No, I'm marrying a diehard Packer fan. So as long as she's not listening in right now, she's in the other room. I'm good. But no,
right.
Let's go back to the 2019 season, the NFC Championship game in Lambeau. Niners win 37-20. And granted, it wasn't because Jimmy G, aired it out, whatever. He only had 77 yards passing, but he didn't throw an interception. He didn't throw a touchdown. It was Raheem Mostert with 220 yards on the ground and 4 touchdowns that did it. Now, Mostert's not going to be there, but you know who is? Deebo Samuel. And the fact that they've been running Deebo Samuel in more of a run option, pass option combo more often this season, which has been incredibly successful for them. I see Deebo running all over the Packers defense. Aaron Rodgers, as it was brought up earlier, has not won against the Niners in the playoffs at Lambeau, despite, Brett Favre just destroying the Niners every year. But Aaron Rodgers isn't Brett Favre. I mean, Aaron Rodgers is great, but when you can't even beat one specific team on your home field in freezing ass cold temperatures, but this team from the fucking Bay Area can come in and run on your ass, it's going to be cyclical. So I got Niners. I think Bosa will be back, even though he has a concussion, but he'll pass protocol in some aspect. Fred Warner's still a mystery. I think he'll play, but yeah, Niners offense and defense got it a little bit better than what the Packers have going on right now. So Niners, baby.
What Ben said.
There's one additional little prop bet based on what Ben said. Don't parlay this into the other ones.
All right.
It's Deebo Samuel over 150.5 combined receiving and rush yards at a plus 350. Go ahead and take that.
Oh, that's a good one. Plus 350.
Yeah. I'm taking the over on that.
You're getting good value on that one.
Yeah, him and Ayuk, and then I think Kittle's gonna go off in that game. So,
Jeez, all right. So let's recap it real quick. Let's go back and just recap real quick. All right, so we got Jason and Leon taking the Chiefs, and the rest of us taking the Bills and the Chiefs versus Bills matchup. We're gonna do a live watch party of this one, so come join us for that. We're gonna
hell yeah.
That'll be a fun one to watch. That'll be much better than the one we were going to watch. Now,
get drunk on camera in front of everybody.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait. I can't wait to watch that show. And
my victory coffee waiting for me at the end of that game.
Jason strikes me as the kind of guy that drinks wine from a box.
Wow,
dude, that sangria is something else. I tell you what, man.
All right, so
worst hangover I've ever had.
All right, so next game we have Bengals and Titans. The Titans are probably one of the weaker one seeds that we've seen in a long time. I talked myself into taking the Titans along with Neil and Leon, and then you've got 3 people that know a little less about football taking the Bengals. We move on. Now we move on. We move on to the next game. All right, so we've got the GOAT versus that other guy.
They call him the float in the comments.
We've got the core of
the GOAT.
No, they said the GOAT versus the float.
We have the core of the Views from the Vault family, the original 3, taking Tom Brady, who is absolutely amazing. And then we got the 3. These are the brothers of the Views from the Vault crew. Taking the Rams So we all know what's going to happen here. The geniuses at Views from the Vault are going to take this one for sure.
Wow.
Don't worry, Ben. We got this one, Ben and Neil.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm going to quote that next week. The geniuses of View from the Vault. Yes.
And now, but Ben, we go to a happy place now. You and I are taking the Niners here. And I love how you broke it down. That was fantastic. And it proved, it proves that the Niners are going to win this game. And then, you have these guys. I mean, look at this ragtag.
You can break it down all you want, but when that goal there hits the Niners.
Look at the bad news Bears on the left there. Look at them.
That's a.
Just look at that quarterback on the left, baby.
They're looking at these picks. There's definitely going to be some separation in the standings.
Oh yeah.
So this will be the. I think this will be the deciding weekend for our overall standings.
Kyle and I have a 1-game lead on the rest of you, right?
Yep.
Correct. Yep.
All right. That's a very small margin of error.
I'll pull all these screenshots and send them to you guys so we can post them in our Discord and everything like that.
God, I wish I had taken the fucking Niners over Dallas.
Yeah, what were you thinking, bro?
I don't know.
Then I would have had a little cushion here, Now I want to keep it interesting, so I knew I had to fuck up one game. That's what it was. But this should be fun, man. So we'll do we'll keep track of this. Jason will get those screenshots up on the Discord. And I'll put them into the Views from the Vault Instagram too, just so everyone can see.
Leon already sent them over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you doing that with that bare fist holding onto that candied apple? What are you doing?
We need to get him a lapel mic.
I drive a standard car, so I'm good with multitasking.
Leon, do me a favor though, seriously. I want you to fashion some sort of chain where you can wear that. Wouldn't that be badass, honestly?
Yeah. Mike right around.
Like some type of Velcro.
No. Big old chain. I
want a big ass, I'm talking chain, right? And this shit's just hanging from there.
Well, I mean, if it's gonna hang, I might as well just have it on the table like it was.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and I'm gonna Photoshop one of those big turkey legs.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody is invited to the Iowa State Fair with those turkey legs are all over the place.
They're delicious.
They're great. And eat 3 of them at a time.
Give me about 3 funnel cakes and I'm good.
3 funnel cakes.
Yes.
I have a sweet tooth. I have a sweet tooth as well.
Huh?
Yeah.
I have a sweet tooth, man.
Oh man, I love those. Some strawberry on top.
The other night I grabbed a nice tall glass of milk and 8 Oreo cookies.
That's right, babe. That you do.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
That's the Greek freak.
You dunk them this way though. Listen, this is how you handle an Oreo cookie. I'm gonna tell you guys, like a man. All right. You take a fork and you jab it into the cream center. That way you don't get your fingers all cold, and you stick it in there.
Yeah, that's the Precious Ochua does that.
Until you don't see more bubbles, you pull that thing out.
This feels like a really bad Seinfeld episode. Eating Snickers with a knife and fork or something.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
Jab
listen.
Jab it in the cream. Get in there. Your hands don't
you twist the Oreo and lick the icing.
That's disgusting.
And throw the cookie part away.
The cookie part away.
I twist the Oreo. I scrape off the icing and just eat the cookie part.
What?
You guys are gonna love how orthodox I am when I eat Oreos. I fill them in a glass. I'll do 5 or 6. Then I'll pour the milk in. Then I take a spoon and dice it all up and just eat it like that.
That's good too.
Homemade
I was going to
milkshake
say the
almost.
best way to eat Oreos is to put them in a Ziploc bag, smash them all up, and dump them on a giant bowl of ice cream.
Ooh.
I never thought my son was going to say this, right? I went and got, the mega stuff ones.
Yeah.
Not double stuff, mega stuff.
Yeah.
I love that shit, man. And my son was like, I think there's too much cream in these.
Yeah. I don't like the frosting.
I
think there's too much cream in these.
The original Oreo has a perfect amount of icing.
Yeah.
The double
I
stuff
have
and
it
the mega
usually.
stuff is a little too much.
There's a reason why you don't use your fingers though, because you get frostbite on your fingertips, man. It's not comfortable.
Yeah, you don't want to be dipping your
And
hand
you're
in
almost-
that milk.
Hold it under until you don't see any more bubbles.
I usually just put it on.
That's what I
killer
said.
vibes. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that has serious serial killer vibes.
Yeah.
And you just saw the pic we were using of Neil, and you're calling me a serial killer?
You must look to the cookie.
But listen, I don't want to put it in. Like, listen, it's almost like you want the like soft cookie, right? Like that's what you want, but you're putting your fingers in there and you're like battling it. You're like, fuck, my fingertips are cold. I don't. You gotta take this out, and it just falls a little short of the desired consistency I'm looking for.
Sure. But either way, Nutter Butters are about 1 billion times better than Oreos.
All right, this show's fucking over. That's
Fudgios, baby.
That's all. I don't know what's more ridiculous: the fact that you said they're going to hang 40 points on the Bills, or that Nutter Butters are better than Oreos.
Oh, way better. Not even close.
But remember, Twix is the only candy bar with the cookie crunch.
All right. Well, listen. I want to thank everyone
This
for
show's gone off the rails.
I'm always impressed with the amount of people that actually stay on. There's some people that are smart enough to be like, all right, I'm fucking done with this shit when they hear it's going off the rail. But there's always 34, 35 waiting for us to do something stupid.
Yeah. That's how recap is every week. It's just like, yep, I'm definitely gonna say something pretty fucking terrible and ignorant at some point. So
well, mission accomplished, guys. We did it. Now listen, this was fun. For all of you out there, if you haven't liked the video already, hit that like button for us.
Do it.
And on top of that, if you haven't already joined the Discord, it's pinned in the top comment. Please join us in the Discord. It is fantastic. I'm enjoying it. And trust me, it's gonna be a lot of work for me to manage through with these guys, because this isn't like a little like one thread where, hey guys, how are you doing? This shit's fucking incredible. It's like shit all over the place.
Hundreds of threads in there.
Yeah, go make my job harder, make Leon and Jason's job harder. I'm gonna beg that Neil shows up and kind of handles a jersey thread. I mean, wouldn't that be fantastic?
Yeah, we'll hand him the whole jersey thread.
Yeah,
I'll join in there
for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ben, come on, man. I need some jersey. I need some jersey guys in there. Not New Jersey, Jersey. Yeah, let's do it, man. Come on.
Jersey boys.
Yeah.
Jersey boy, that's right.
The Cousins in the house.
Listen, Jason Mead has a hard stop at 10:40 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is now 10:39. So we're going to follow through on our commitment.
You've got 40 seconds. 40 seconds.
Leon, big fella, with your big old bear paws, take us away.
Viewsfromthevault.com for your official merchandise for Jason, Leon, Pierre, Ben, Kyle, and Neil. We're out, guys. Stay fit.